Hi Stitchy friends, welcome to Cross My Stitches. My name is Jackie and today is December 16th, 2025. Oh my Lord, where did this year go? It has gone by so fast. I don't know. I feel like I've blinked my eyes and the whole year is gone. My hair looks a mess because I just took the dog out to make sure he had his little potty break before I got this rolling. And I've already started, this is my second or third time starting it because my little dog keep running in here with his big loud squeaky toy and wanting me to play, and I'm a little trying to get this done, so I have to restart again. And now I've got my door closed, so if he squeaks, hopefully you guys won't hear that. I don't think he will come to the door when it's closed. I hope everyone's having a happy holiday season. I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I spent it with my family here at the house, and we had a wonderful dinner. It was lots of fun to spend time with family members when you don't get to see them all the time. I'm so looking forward to Christmas dinner. We'll be going over to my husband's cousin's house and seeing all his cousins and his family, which is nice. So I look forward to that. We did that last year, which was awesome, and again this year. So it is that time of year when you're going to see WIP parades popping up all over the place on YouTube. And it is also a time where we get a lot of new subscribers, people that hadn't seen our channels before. They pop up and stuff. So I'm going to ask if you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. This is a channel about cross stitch. I do talk about other crafts as well. Sometimes it is wool applique, it could be embroidery, it could be, oh, my mind is drawing a blank now. Punch needle, quilting. So it could be anything. Almost most of it is in cross stitch. I dabble in the other things, so you'll see them now and then. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Please hit the subscribe button, like it. If you like what you've seen today, please make sure you like it. And we're going to get going here. So I think I have 30. I'm going to look real quick. I have 31 WIPs. 31 WIPs that I'm going to share with you today, starting back from 2017. And I am truly embarrassed to show the 2017 one because it has been sitting since, oh my God, it might have been early last year, where I got half the beading done on a Mirabilia, and it's still, the second half has not been done. So here it sits still. We're coming up again on another year and it's not done. Maybe I will get it. I will get my oomph up to finish it and get it done before the end of this year. That would be nice because I only have one project from 2017, one project from 2018, and one project from 2020. I have none from 2019, one project from 2020. Those three things I really, if I, and I know I'm not going to finish them this year because we're too close to the end of the year, but I need to make those a priority for next year and get them done because there's no reasoning why they're sitting longer. And I know why they're sitting longer, and I will talk about it as I go through them and stuff. I will talk about some stats. I will be showing pictures. If they were in a WIP parade last year in 2024, I will post that, and then I will show you the progress for this year. Some of them will have no progress, some of them will have lots of progress. So, but if they were in a WIP parade from 2024 back, then you will see them picture, and then you'll see the item. Anything in 2025, of course, you will not see any pictures because I'm not showing before pictures of those because a lot of you, it'll be the first time you've seen them. And so we'll go from there. So the first one that I want to share with you is Mirabilia Miss Christmas Eve. I started this with another stitchy friend in December 24, 2017. She has finished hers long ago. And me, I am still sitting here waiting to get this completed. So I have stitched mine on a 32 count opal linen that I hand dyed myself. And she is on a roll here because she has beads, so I don't fold her or anything until she's done. And there she is. And you can see the whole bottom from her bodice from her waistline down is all beaded. And then everything from her waist up is not. So that was my dog running past my room. Probably playing with the cats. So she is my embarrassment right now because I really just need to get her finished beaded and be done. I do believe I have a frame for her. I'm not positive. I was trying to find an oval frame for her to go in. I would love to have found a nice wooden frame. And you'll notice my light is going in and out. We're very overcast today, so I try to face myself towards the window so everything shows right. And it's a plastic frame. It's not a wood frame. Finding an oval wood frame that is big enough is really hard because they're expensive. And if this is your first time here at my channel, I'm very frugal with my purchases and my supplies. I like to dye my own fabric a lot of times, but I do also have a lot of over-dyed fabrics. Be-Stitch Me being my favorite. As you'll go through these, you'll hear the word Be-Stitch Me a lot. And I am back in her club again because I love Be-Stitch Me fabrics. So that is Miss Christmas Eve. And that's my one shame item that unfortunately has not been finished, and it should have been finished. My second one is Lady of the Flag. I'm going to post a picture here of what she looks like. And of course, you can see her right there. There's Miss Lady of the Flag. This is a piece that I rescued from eBay several years ago. I think I paid $20. She was totally framed, no glass. And when I got her, she was totally filthy. So I had to take her out of the frame. And when I went to take her out of the frame, she was on a sticky mat board stuck to it with no overhang of fabric. So it was horrible to try to get her off of there and then get her cleaned, straighten out the fabric so it was, cut square again. And she wouldn't go back in the frame once I did that because she just didn't have enough fabric. She was matted and put on the sticky board, and it didn't even reach the end of the boards. So she is now on a mat board, and she's just hanging right there because I love her so, but I have my own to get done. So, and this is where I'm at, and I will post a picture of what she looked like last time I had a WIP parade in 2024, right there. And then I'm going to show you where she's at now. She is being stitched on a piece of 32 count We the People even weave fabric from Fabric Flare. And I have done a lot of work down here on the bottom, as you can see from the previous picture. Very happy with, I'm trying to get that thing from dangling in front of it, but probably not. Very happy with how she is looking. And I really would love to get her done this year coming up. I'm almost at the bottom now. I'm starting to work on that piece that's on the bottom. I wanted to do her head and crown last. And so there she is. Beautiful, beautiful piece. It was so wonderful to hear that Witchelt is going to release Lady of the Flag and what's the other one? Something of Peace, Queen of Peace, maybe. They're going to release those again in limited edition. Once again, $25 per shop. So if you have not heard that yet and you're hearing that from me, you need to contact a shop near you and see if you can get on their list because they've all started taking pre-orders. And so I do not have Queen of Freedom, so I was thrilled to be able to get a copy of that and the beads and stuff. But I really need to get her done. So that is from 2018. So we're talking about 7 years and it's still not done. My next one, I think I'm covering up my stuff here. Uh-oh, am I missing one? I think I got them out of order. I do have them out of order. Shoot, I'm going to pause for just a minute and get them back in order. So give me just a minute, sorry. Okay, I got my board back in order here. And we're going to continue. So the next one is from 2020. This is One Nation by Bygone Stitches. I'm going to take it out of the plastic because the plastic is just getting yellowed and it's hard to see it through it. And everybody knows what this is like. Lots of people have worked on this one and finished it. And I started it, like I said, in 2020 in April. And I will show a picture of what it looked like last year during WIP Parade right here. And honestly, I don't think I've done any work on it since the WIP Parade last year, but we will see. Put that back in. And this is where I'm at right now. This is on a 36 count Bramble by Picture This Plus that I have over dyed with tan, or not tan, gray RIT dye to make it darker. And this has been sitting for quite a while. I have not worked on it. I was a little miffed with it because all of my straight stitches are wonky and I was not happy with that. It was really bothering me and I stopped working on it and I have not picked it up, but I really would like to get back to stitching on this. It's a beautiful piece. I love the gray fabric that it's on. And I've decided that I'm not going to do any adjustments on the names of the states. I know some people were doing adjustments for, got really sunny right now. Some people were doing adjustments like changing the color of the letters or the color of the name of the states they've lived in or were born in and stuff. I've decided not to mess with mine at all and just leave it. And I'm hoping I can pull this out and at least get a little bit done on 2026. So that's what I'm hoping. The next piece is a design I started with my friend Kim in Florida. It is called, we started on January 1st, 2021. It is Second Angel of Freedom by Lavender and Lace. Where's my little pattern? So she looks like this. And there's a pair of them. There's the first Angel of Light and the second Angel of Freedom, and they're both in different colored dresses. And they face each other. So if you do both, they both face each other. And I will show a picture here where she was during the last WIP Parade, but I can tell you right now, I have not done any progress on her at all. She was put away in a closet, and I was just not happy with how it was working up on this fabric. It is a 32 count Opal Lugana that I hand dyed myself. I'm doing a 2/2, and I did change her hair. You can see in this picture, her hair is, it's hard to tell in this picture, but her hair is brown. And back then I had red hair, so I changed the hair color to red, and there she is there. And I absolutely love her. I do. I need to get working on her. It is a difficult stitch because when I dyed the fabric, it shrunk it just enough where the stitches are very tight, but it is a beautiful stitch. And I really would like to pull her out and get her completed. So I pulled her out of the closet and I want to work on her again. So hopefully in 2026, I will get some work on her because it is block stitching. It's not like it's a bunch of confetti stitching or anything. If you just pick the color and run with it a couple times a month, I could make quite a dent on her throughout the year. The next one is also from 2021. This is Glendon Place, Sleepy Hollow. Looks like this. And I will tell you, I made a ton of progress on this. I spent most of October working on him during, I was doing the magazine monthly challenge Facebook group, which is by Carolyn Zook and Robin Bird, I think. And anyway, I used this for the entire month's prompts. And I was so thrilled at how I got it done. And I said I was going to, in November going forward, on the 13th and the 31st of every month, I would pull this out and work on it again because I wanted to get it done. But I have not done that yet. So right now I owe it 2 stitch days. And if I don't get it done by the end of the month, I'm going to owe it 3. So I really need to get this focused on and get it done. I started him in 2021. He sat for a long time. He is being done on 32 count Haunted by Picture This Plus, and this is him right now. Pull it back so you can see. He is just fabulous. I love him so much. My son loves him. I can't wait to get him done. I need to get him done so I could send it to him. And he is just beautiful. So if I did not share a picture before, I can't even remember if I said that. I'll post a picture here of what it looked like before and then what it looks like after. So very happy with the progress on this one for this year. So he got a lot of progress, which was really nice. Okay, we go on to 2022. I have one project that is from 2022, and it is Rose Quaker from Stickendien van de Wegenberg. The pattern looks like this. It's a beautiful rose Quaker pattern. The colors are all DMC and they're just so beautiful together. It was a beautiful collection of colors. I will post a picture here of what it looked like at the WIP parade in 2024. And I did get a little bit of progress on this year. And here it is. So this is done on a 36 count Winter Moon Zweigart. It's a linen. And just love, love, love it. Sometimes I just struggle to do the Quaker motifs, but I'm going to continue on because I think it's just such a beautiful piece. I did take my initials and do them a different color than, which is the JC here, than the other ones. As you can see, they're red. The others are like a muted brownish color. And hopefully I can get some more work on this in 2026. So that's that. And then I've got two more. Sorry about the dog barking. Let's see. I think I've got two more. Where did I do with my... Nope, sorry. I got to switch out my board. So give me just a minute, please. Okay. Okay, so I'm back. And we're going to continue. The next one I'm going to show you is from 2023. So we're into 2023. And this one I started in August of 2023. It is Crochet A Go-Go's Winter Sampler. Looks like this. I don't know why I let this sit so long and not get it done. I have put a lot of work into it this year and very happy with it. I would have loved to get it finished this year. That's not going to happen, but it's definitely going to be finished next year because I got the bug for it now. So I'm going to post here a picture of what it looked like in the WIP Parade of 2024. And here it is in 2025. Look at all that work that got done. Isn't it gorgeous? It is such a beautiful piece. It is beautiful. I've got the borders going all the way around. I still have to do some stitching on them, but they are all the way there. And I really want to work on those borders first and get them done so then I can do the animals, which is the fun part of stitching all the animals in the trees. So that is my plan, to work on this and try to get it done before next winter. And I'm very happy with its progress. It's doing really well. So it was, I think in November, this was my focus piece for November. I chose 4 pieces to focus on, and I think 2 of them got a lot of progress. One's already finished. And this one I worked on Sunflower Snowman, which is coming up, and you'll see that that's got a lot of progress. And I also worked on the coffee shop, which kind of fell through. That I'll explain that when I get to that. And I'm trying to think of what else. I was working on winter ones, but I can't remember what the last one is. So Anyway, lots of progress on that one. I was really happy with that. So in September 12th of 2023, I decided I needed to start this piece. I found this on Etsy, and I am a lover of stained glass. I have several stained glass pieces that I have made, and this was a stained glass pumpkin. So I was like, yes, please, and I want to start it too. So I started this one on September 12th. And so I'm going to post a picture here of what it looked like before. I don't remember how much progress I've made on that yet, but I'll post a picture here, and this is where I'm at with this one. And I'm kind of disappointed I haven't done more on it, and that I haven't put any of the color in yet. So I'm working on that one corner like I was before, and I should have made more progress than this. I'm going to have to start making this a focus, like on the 31st of every month or something, at least that once a month, doing a focus and working on this particular piece. So maybe I'll do Sleepy Hollow on the 13th, and then on the 31st of every month, I will work on this, which means it only gets worked on 7 or 8 months out of the year. Of course, I could always say the last day of every month, right? And make sure that I'm focusing on getting this, because this is all the leading that I'm getting done before I start putting the colors in. But that's as far as I've gotten with that. This is on a 20 count easy grid. The Etsy shop that this is from, and I don't know if he's still around or not, is called Funky Fresh. Funky and Fresh are both with a PH. Products on Etsy. So, but I still love the design. I want to work on it. I need to get busy on it. The next one is Sunflower Snowman. Like I said, this is one of the ones that I worked on in November to try to get some progress. I usually use this as my snow day stitch, but I haven't used it for that during the month of December. I haven't done any snow day stitching per se, haven't banked anything. Usually I do those things, but not right now. And this is by Dimensions, and it looks like this. This was a gift from a viewer. I had been looking for this pattern, and she was so sweet to gift it to me. And I absolutely love this pattern. And again, I started this on December 18th, 2023. And like I said, he's usually my snow day stitch, and we're in Kentucky, so we don't get a lot of snow, but he got a lot of work in November to make up for that. So I'm going to post a picture here of what it looked like before in the 2024 WIP parade. And this is what he looks like now. Sorry for the bleed through. I can do that. There we go. But isn't he looking? His whole hat is filled in. It looks absolutely fabulous. This is a 16 count Aida. The kit came with a 14. I wanted to up it to a 16 so the stitches would look a little fuller than they normally would. And I just love him. He is absolutely beautiful. It's almost time to work on the birds again. He's got several birds along the top of his hat and stuff. So I will be working on that. Hopefully during the winter time after Christmas here, I will pick him up and work on him. Maybe he will be my snow day, but January and February, I'll make him my snow day stitch. My next one in 2023, the next 3 actually were birthday starts. So my birthday is on the 31st of this month, and usually I'll have a birthday start. This on the 23rd, I did 6 birthday starts because I hit 60 in 2023. So I did 6 new starts on my birthday. I've only got 3 of them left. And one of them is super humongous, which is Modern Folk Embroidery's Fruit of Plenty. I'm sure everybody knows what that looks like. And I cannot remember if I got any stitching on this year. So I will post the picture here of what it looked like during the last WIP parade. It is being worked on a 32 count even weave in a cream color. It looks like it's cream to me. It might be white, but it kind of looks cream to me. And this is where it's at. This is as far as I've gotten with it. My 2 color choices are DMC 115, and then there's 2 other red colors that coordinate with that color, and then the tan. I cannot remember. If you need to know, let me know, and I'll get you that color, but that's as far as I've gotten with it. And it matches the carpet in my living room. So that was the point of those colors. And I really would like to get a lot more done on this. When, I don't know. But at some point, I would like to get more done on that. So that was one of my birthday starts that I haven't finished. The second one is the 13th Colony. I'm going to take this out of the bag too because it's glary. It is by the Bay Needle Art. It is 13 Colony Bay. I'm only doing part 2, which shows the islands and the sailing ships. And the reason I started this one is to commemorate my dad. He loved to paint, and he would paint sailboats and stuff and ocean things. And this really, when I saw it, I was like, that's exactly something he would paint. So I did start this. I don't think I've made any progress on it. I'm going to flip all this off. Hold on just a minute. Let me get this stuff off my board. Whoopsie. And it is being stitched on a 36 count Bestitch Me called Winter Blues. And this is where I'm at with it. Let me put a clip on it so it'll stay on there. There we go. So that's where I'm at with it. There's the whole color of the fabric, and there is what I worked on. And I haven't touched this at all. So I'll post a picture here, but I don't think I've touched it at all. So we'll post a picture, and then you'll see that I absolutely did nothing on it. It does not speak to me. It is a lot of block color along the top. You'll see the 2 trees. I finished the sun, and you got these 2 trees that have a lot of green in them. And then that whole bottom section is all full coverage. So, but I really want to get this done, you know. I really did pick this for my dad, and I need to get busy and get it stitched on. It may be my focus piece for February because that's when his birthday is, in February. So I may choose to work on that in February to try to get a good chunk of that done. So I really need to start writing these plans down, because if I don't write them down, I'm not going to remember. I'm going to be like, what did I tell you guys? Let me get my little notes out here and see if I can write down. So 13th Colony, February, right? And then we got Sleepy Hollow, 13th of every month. And then I said I was going to work on something else, and I can't remember what it was. I'll have to look back on the video. I'll figure it out. Because that's how quickly I can forget things. Okay, so my last one in this pile is a design I was doing for my husband. I will post a picture here of what the pattern is, because it is a PDF, and it is from Etsy, and it's a Dachshund dog. We had our little dog Festus pass away in, I believe it was May of 2023. Nope, I'm sorry, 2024. I started this before the dog passed away because I wanted to gift it to him. And then this is where I'm at with it. I haven't really worked on it. I will post a picture here of what it looked like before in the WIP parade, but I believe I haven't touched it at all. There it is there. And I'm looking at it, and I think I'm going to restart it. Yeah, I think I'm going to restart it because I am not loving those stitches at all. And that might be the reason why I haven't touched it at all, because I'm not really happy with it. It's not a huge design. So I may end up restarting this one and trying to redo it into something, a piece of fabric, because this is a piece of fabric. It's a 32 count linen I dyed myself. But the stitches, and it's only 2/2, the stitches shouldn't look they shouldn't look so chunky. Oh, excuse me. But they do. They look chunky and they look messy, and I'm not a fan of that. So I may end up restarting that. We'll see. So that's the first part. So that was all through 2023. So when I get back, we're going to go through 2024 and 2025. So I'm going to pause you and let this all get put away, bring out the other ones, iron them and stuff, and I'll be back. That's going to take me a little while, but you'll see me like in a blink of an eye. So hang on. Okay, so we're ready to continue with our WIP parade for WIPs that are for 2024 and 2025. So my first one is an owl. It's called, I don't remember. It's an owl. It is a Russian kit. It looks like this. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it. It is a beautiful pattern. There we go. And I started this on January 1st, 2024. And I put some stitches in it, and that's as far as I got with it. So I'm not even going to post a before picture because I haven't touched it at all. So I know that for a fact. So I'm going to show you where I'm at on it though. I am just on his face. This is a 14 count black Ada. And I think stitching in the hoop with Jan, or in the hoop with Jan, she has this one and she's got his whole body and then one full wing done, and it is just glorious. So I really need to pick this up and get busy with it and get it done because it's on 14 count 80. And what the hard part is, it's black Ada. So there he is there. The next one that I started was in January 17th, and it was Flower a Day Sal from, I don't have a picture for that. I'll post that here. It's Flower of the Day from Carolyn Manning. This is a PDF, so I'll post that. And then I will post what the picture looked like the last time I showed it on a WIP parade in 2023, or I'm sorry, in 2024. And this is what it looks like now. Hold on, I just noticed that I'm missing. My thing is not right here. Hold on. Technical difficulties. And this is mine, what it looks like now. I'm not sure if I've done anything on it or not. It is on a 36 count avocado by Bestitch Me. And I don't know why I'm not working on this one either. I'm sure in the springtime I'll pick this one back up. I have a couple of ones that are very bright and cheery, and those are probably the ones that I will work on in the spring. But this is a beautiful fabric, and I love it. It's, if I could do a flower a day, I could have it done, right? Maybe I can do 7 flowers a week. I don't know. Something to think about. The next one I started in February 19th. It is a Prairie Schooler Santa. It's a 2019 Santa. And you're saying, what's taking so long for that one? Well, I am doing it 1/1 on 25 count vintage country mocha. That's what's taking it so long. And I don't stitch 1/1 on small counts like that. So here it is. It's got a string hanging from it, but look how dinky he is. He is so dinky. And I think I got caught up in the trying to get the sheep done. He became some kind of issue where I couldn't get my stitches to lay right, but it is adorable. I have to get it finished. I would love to do all the Santas this small so I could hang them all on my tree, because doing them in a regular size, I think they're a little too big for my tree. But there he is. Let's see if I can get him finished for 2026. He's not going to get done for 2025, I don't think. Maybe 2026. The next one I started was Evergreen Sampler. This is from Karen Kluba. It was in a book that was called A Cross Stitch Christmas something memories. Oh, I can't remember. I need to write these things down. I'll post a picture of what the book looked like here, because I know I have a picture of the book. So I'll post the picture of the book here. This is the pattern that came out of the book. It is exclusive to Craftways, so Karen cannot release it anywhere else. And of course, Karen Kluba is Rosewood Manor. So there it is. It is a beautiful pattern. And I have done some work on this, so I'm going to post a picture here of what it looked like when I showed at the last WIP parade. And this is what it looks like now. I have got some work done on it. It does include 2/2 and 1/1, because you can see all those little dinky little things here. Those are little birds, 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 birds. So we'll get up close so you can see them. Just adorable pattern. I know I did all the stars in the sky recently, and in this year I've done here and some other places. But it is a adorable pattern. I really need to get it worked on. I did spend, this is one of the ones that I worked on in November. So I will continue to work on that going forward. There's so many patterns that I have started that when I look at them, I want to stitch on them, but then you forget. You know, it's like out of sight, out of mind. Even though I made a board over here with all of my pictures of all my WIPs, I forget what I have, which is sad. The next one is called Coffee Sampler. This is one of the ones I worked on in November and I said I was struggling with. And the reason I was struggling with this is it's on an 18 count Aida, and the fabric is just hard to pull the needle through, because you know with Dimensions kits you have to do over 2 threads, 3 threads, and yada yada yada, and this is what it looks like. So I started this in March of 2024. 18 count Aida, and I did work on it this year, so I will put a picture here of what it looked like last year. And this is what I got done this year. I got that side down on this side, and the door, started working on the door, and my hand started hurting pulling the needle through this fabric. I probably just need to get a fatter needle. I might try a larger needle and see if that helps me some, but I really would like to get this done. So that one is Coffee Shop. The next one on my list is Rainbow Mandala. I started that in April of 2024. It is a Shannon Christine. It is done on a 32 count antique white Lugana. And it's gonna, oh, do I have a picture of it? Oh yeah, hold on. Picture. I am doing mine. She's got hers. If you look on the picture, let me show you that first. She's got hers is just like a little more of a quarter of the mandala, and then she's got a piece on the top. I'm doing the full mandala. I don't know if I will do this up here, but I am rotating the whole thing around and doing the full mandala. So, and I'll put a picture here of what it looked like last year when I showed it. Don't remember if I've done any work on it or not. And this is where I'm at right now. Probably haven't done anything. It's a beautiful piece. Lots of bright, bright colors. I think I started this in April because I was feeling a little blue and down, and I needed some color in my life. So I started that, but that's as far as I've gotten. In August, I decided to start, hold on, I got some others buried under here. In August, I decided to start Prairie Schoolers Garden Alphabet. And it is on a 32 count vintage country mocha, and I'm doing it, I think it's 4 across and 7 down. And this is where it's at right now. And I will show a picture here of what it would look like before. If I have a picture, I'm not sure. And this is what it looks like now. So I started working on just the blocks, getting the blocks down so then I could just start filling them in. And you'll notice a lot of the patterns that I'm showing you, a lot of the stitching that I'm showing you, I could get them done if I would just concentrate on them. So I really need to make a plan of which ones I can work on, which month, and see if I can knock them out, because I really would like to get a lot of these smaller ones completed. These little blocks don't take that long at all. I could knock one out in probably an hour and a half, 2 hours. And it would be nice if I could get those completed. After the garden alphabet, on September 7th, I started a scattered seed sampler called Remember Me. I'll post a picture of it here because the bag, it was too big to go in the bag. This is what it looks like. And I don't think I've done anything on this. This is on a 40 count vintage country mocha. And this is what it looks like. And I'm not sure which way is the correct way. I think it's this way. But this is what it looks like. I decided to do mine in color, but that's as far as I've gotten with it. The next one, that's it for 2024. So I will not be showing any more before pictures of them because these next ones are all 2025. And instead of showing you before pictures, I will tell you how many stitches I've completed in them since I started them. The same thing, the date that I started them and what I've gotten completed on it in stitches if I have a count for it. So the first one is Let Freedom Ring. And I forgot to show this. This is the Prairie Schooler one. That was bad of me. That's what it looks like right there. So instead of doing it long ways, I'm doing mine down. Okay, Let Freedom Ring. Everybody knows what this looks like. This is a poor picture of it, but it gets crunkled in my bag, so I don't leave it in the bag. But that's what it looks like. Everybody knows Leela Studios, Let Freedom Ring. I started this on May 26th with my plan to have this done in time for the 250th anniversary of our country. And I was working on it religiously up until the holidays, and I stopped to take care of some holiday stitching, so I'm going back to it now. But I have completed 11,655 stitches on it, and this is what it looks like. And I'm pretty much done with the whole top portion there. I do have some things I've got to fix, some words I have to put in and stuff like that. But for the most part, it is pretty much done. I think I will work on fixing. I have, let's see, I've got a flower I need to get in here. Let me see if I can hold this. There we go. I have some kind of flower I need to get in here. I have back stitching I need to finish here. I have words I have to finish here. This I'm pulling out and putting it back in because I stitched it 1/1 with DMC, and the I'm going to get up. And the DMC is too thick for this fabric. This is a 40 count, and doing it 1/1 is too thick. So I started ripping it out, and I'm using 103 silks to do the 1/1, which you can see here. I've got an eagle on this side that I put in, and I have to put an eagle on this side. So I've just got to do some touching up of it, and then I will start working in the middle and then finish the bottom. So it's still my plan to get this done before the 250th anniversary. So we will see if I'm able to make that happen. But it so far has, as far as I know, 11,655 stitches, give or take a little. And I love doing it. I love working on it. The next one is by Plum Street Samplers. I started this one on June 3rd. Well, we'll try to leave it in the plastic here. This is The Day by Plum Street. And if I forgot to mention it, I am working on Let Freedom Ring. I'm doing that on 36 count scroll by Bestitch Me. This one here I am doing on, and I don't think this is right what I wrote on here. So something's up with that because that's not what that fabric is. Hold on, let me find the bag because I know that's not right. That's not right. I don't know why I wrote honey in there. It's not. It is being done on a 36 count frost by Bestitch Me. I'm going to have to fix my Stitchery Express, X Stitch Plus app, because it says it was honey. That's definitely not honey. So there it is there. Like I said, it's being stitched on a 36 count frost by Bestitch Me. And it has 2,076 stitches in it so far. Okay, next one is the hare in the basket. Do I have that one here? Hold on, let me take a look. I don't think I put that over there. Okay, gotta figure out what I did with it. I'm gonna pause for just a second because I gotta reload my board, and I'll be right back with you. Hey, where's the other clip? Okay. Okay, this should be my last load here. This one here is called The Hare in the Basket. This is by Jean Farish Needlework. I started this with my friend Melissa, and we started this on 7/14/2025. This is what it looks like. It is done with Cosmo Floss. And I have completed so far 1,199 stitches on it, and it is on a 36 count Winter Moon by Zweigart. It's a pretty piece. I'm not overly crazy with the Cosmo Floss. I know a lot of people love it. I am not a huge fan of it. I just find that it shreds more than DMC for me. I'm sure a lot of people swear by it. I just don't enjoy it as much as most people do stitching with it, but I will continue working on that piece. The next one I worked is Mini Treasures of the Sea. I'm going to post a picture here. It is a Heaven and Earth Designs pattern, and I started this in July 24th of this year. I have completed 1,165 stitches, and it is on a 20 count easy grid. And as you can see, there's my stitches. So not very far at all. It's just the beginning. It'll take me years to get this done, but it is an absolutely beautiful piece. I have seen stitchers show it completed, and I just loved it. Loved it. So hopefully I'll get a little bit more stitching on that next year. The next one I worked on was Warblers 1 from Crossed Wing Collection. And this one I have on a scroll frame. And let me show you the pattern. It looks like this, and it is the bell pull you see here in the picture. So I'm right at the very top right now. I've only started on the first bird, and I'm still working on it. And I started this on August 16th of this year. It is done on a 32 count light mocha linen. And I have completed, I don't know how many I've completed on this one, because this one I cannot put in pattern Mark Barksby. So there he is there. I've stitched on it several times, so he's getting there. I'm getting to the point where I can probably wrap it up and start moving down to the next one. But just beautiful. Love these birds. Crossed Wing Collection makes the most beautiful bird patterns. Beautiful. Designer Paula is just impeccable with her bird patterns. On 10/6, I started the pattern Needlework Needleworker by Little House Needleworks. I've had this kitted up so long, I have the Crescent Colorworks that were with it when I pulled it out. I had all of the called for colors in Crescent Colorworks. That's how long I've been hanging on to this and haven't started it. So, but here it is. I'm going to use this here. And I have completed, let's see, 2,181 stitches in this. And it looks like, let's see if I can hold it out all the way here. It looks like this. So just a beautiful piece, all called for. Another one that I think I can get done. If I just stick to it, it's not a lot. And it's just got some pieces along the bottom. It's got a couple of, I think it's got a top border, a bottom border, and then some leaves and flowers or something along there. And I bet you I could get that done. So I'm going to try to target this one to be a finish for next year. And that one, I said I worked 2,181 stitches. The next one is Nature's Journey. Now I started this later than most. This is the sprouting lupine pattern that is in the Just Cross Stitch magazines for this year. I didn't start mine until November 13th. And I just started cranking this out. And what got me going on this particular pattern, because I had seen the pattern and I was saving the pattern because I had plans of starting it. But when I saw Laura Lala D stitches and hers, and the particular video that I looked at, get words here, people. The particular video I saw it in, the fabric was held in such a way that it looked really dark and it looked gorgeous. So I had a piece of fabric that someone had given to me. They said they didn't like the way it was dyed. It was a Be-Stitch Me and it wasn't to her taste. And she sent it to me and I understood where she was coming from. It was a very mottled type piece, but I decided I was going to try to over dye it to make it darker in order to do this piece, because as soon as I saw Laura's, I knew I had to start it. And this is how it came out. And so far I have done 4,415 stitches and I have just completed the spring section. And this is what it looks like. Isn't that gorgeous? So this fabric has the brown undertones on it, and then I put a black and a emerald green on top of it to darken it down, to make it like a muddy brown black, and it is just beautiful. I absolutely love this. I do not want to put this down. So, and you can see, I don't know if you guys can see, I made a modification. Let me get up here. I made a modification to the bee. Let's see if I can get it. If you look here, his antennae are over one, his legs are over one, and he's got a iridescent wing. I don't know if that's showing up on here or not, but it is so cute. But I love this piece. I love how the fabric turned out. And I can't put this thing down. I want to work on it all the time, which is why I'm not getting anything else done. So that was on 11/13. So I got 3 more to go. On 11/21, I decided to start Frosty Tiny Town. So I went and I bought this pattern, and then I turned around and bought a display for it, and that's what got me going on this. The display hasn't been painted yet, but I'm working on Frosty Tiny Town. And this is being done on a 32 count Magic Gray by Be-Stitch Me. And this is what it's looking like. Too cute. I did change some of the trees. I'm going to get up again here. And some of them you'll notice are really dark, like this one and the one in the middle there. They are a Karen Water Lilies color in a dark, dark green. I decided some of these trees needed to be really dark pines. So that's what I did. So I'm working on that. I've been working on this the other day. I'm hoping to get this done in the next couple weeks. So that is Frosty Tiny Town, and I completed 1,000, I think it's 1,152 or it's 1,752 because my writing is that bad. Second to last, started on November 23rd because of Donna over at Stitching Cross Stitch on the Hill. She is doing this Prairie Schooler Christmas Village. Of course, I've had all these Prairie Schoolers for years, but it takes me seeing someone stitching to get me all fired up to start it. So I did. I threw it all together. I am stitching it on a 20 count sand dollar by Stitch Me. And I so far have 2,254 stitches on it. And there it is. So I was working on the border, getting that situated so I knew where I was at. And then I'm on my first house. I finished the house. I finished the horse and sleigh, and I need to move on to the next house. And I think it looks really good on this. It's like a moody gray, almost like a wintry day. So I think it looks really good on there. And my last one that I have started, well, I shouldn't say that because I'm sure I'm going to start some more before this year is out, because I've had start-itis all, you can see, all year I've had start-itis. I finished several too, but these are the ones I haven't finished. So I started on November 27th, which was Thanksgiving, Annie B's winter, harvest moon. I want to call it winter moon. It's not, it's harvest moon. And as soon as I saw the pattern, I immediately bought it, bought all the threads to it at 1, 2, 3 stitch. And so I've got it started, but I've got a little itty bitty start on it. This is a piece of 40 count, Not Another Sampler by Bestitch Me. And it is, I don't know if that's showing true color or not, but it's got these, oh, there you go. It's got these like orangey undertones to it, which makes it look, it's like peachy and orangey, and it makes it look so fabulous on this fabric. So that's my little upper corner start on it. And I said it was 40 count, yep. And I didn't, oh, I did 348 stitches. That's all, 348 stitches on that. And that is it. That is everything that I have as a WIP right now. So 30, I think it's 30 or 31 WIPs. And I'm really surprised. I thought I would have a whole heck of a lot more. But as I'm going through, I did pull some things out because they were like, I was doing boutiques, which is Satsuma Street's Halloween ornaments. And I had left them in there as a WIP, even though, because I didn't do them all. I did several of them. And I'm like, why am I leaving that in there as a WIP? Because I finished the ones I started. So let's just cancel that, let's take that out. So there were several things that I was able to take out because it had little ornaments and stuff. And I had finished several, and I had not planned on finishing everything. So I took those out. So I'm down to 31. So I feel a little better now that I can start some more stuff. I do have plans. I have plans of starting several things, and then I'll share in my regular Flosstube update because this was just a WIP parade. I think that is it. I hope you enjoyed it. Wasn't too chaotic for you. It's a lot of work to pull all that stuff out and iron it and get it ready and all that other stuff, but I love sharing it with you. I love sharing my cross stitch with everyone. So it is just joyful to me. And I'm hoping everyone has a wonderful Christmas and a very blessed New Year. And I hope you'll join me on a regular Flosstube and see what I've got planned and what my plans are to get some of these knocked out and add some new ones. And because you got to stitch all the things, you're only around for so long, so you might as well, why let it sit in a drawer? Let's get it out and get it stitched. I have a plan of having another video at the right after Christmas. I think Christmas is on Christmas on a Wednesday or Thursday? Wednesday. So I think I'll have my regular video next Friday, I'm hoping. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Please like the video. The first 7 days that the video is playing, down below you will see a little button that says hype. If you don't mind, please press that button. It helps promote my video through Flosstube and through YouTube to help me get out to more people to watch. So if you see the button hype down there, and I'll show a picture of what it should look like, please hit that for me. I greatly appreciate it. And hopefully I will see you next time. Bye.